I'm going to give you the ultimate plan to building your dream life starting today. There are so many videos on the internet right now that will tell you how to get started on your dream career or get started building your dream life if you're in your early 20s. But what about those of us in our mid to late 20s or early 30s that have already tried all of those start your career off things, all of those what you're supposed to do right after college videos, and we're left thinking, but what if I just want to live a life that is completely authentic to me? What if I want to actually build my dream life? Well, don't you worry, because I have been doing the work. I have dedicated the last 6 months to really figuring out what it is that you need to do to build your dream life. And now I'm going to give you the ultimate plan to building your dream life starting today. So grab a drink. I'm drinking my matcha. Grab your notebook because I'm going to be giving you homework and actionable steps to do. And buckle up, girl, because we are about to build out our dream lives, and not some dream life that we're living in the future. No, you are going to finish 2023 living your absolute dream life, being the best version of yourself, and feeling so confident in your career, in your relationships, in your body, that nobody is going to be able to tell you anything. If you're new here, I'm Monet. If you're not new here, welcome back, girl. And be sure to smash that subscribe button. Chapter 1 is your why. You cannot build your dream life if you don't know what that looks like. You cannot go on the internet and find what a dream life looks like. You cannot watch my channel or another girl's channel and figure out what your dream life is, because your dream life has to be so specific to you. My dream life is to live in California. That's something I have already on the books. To be married to my best friend, to have an amazing relationship with my family, to have some really, really solid friendships, and to have a career creating content that is meaningful and helps women feel more confident and powerful and like they have a best friend. But your dream life might be becoming the CEO of a company or starting your own small business. Your dream might be to be a stay-at-home mom or to be a homemaker. Most important thing when you're starting out to build your dream life is to strip away expectations, strip away any ideas that you have of what other people think your life should look like. Sit down with yourself and figure out what is it that gets you excited to get out of bed in the morning, what makes your soul happy, what is feeding you. My why is to encourage and empower women to live their lives to the absolute fullest. My why is to be your internet bestie that will remind you that you're wonderful and wise in all the good things. My why is to be a really great wife to my husband and have the absolute strongest marriage that we can possibly have. My why is to be a really great daughter. My why is to have really deep friendships. I want to sit down and really think about what is my why? Why do I feel like I'm on this earth? And how am I going to feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose every single day? Another thing, your why might be your lifestyle, especially when it comes to career. Maybe you're sitting there and you go, I just don't know what career I feel really fueled by. That's fine. You can feel fueled by the type of lifestyle you want to live. Maybe you want to live on the beach where you can go put your toes in the sand every day. There's a million careers that you could do around that. Maybe you're a surf instructor. Maybe you're a corporate CEO that makes enough money that you can spend a month a year just sitting on the beach. That can be approached in so many different ways. You have to find that thing that sparks your passion, that thing that makes you go, okay, I will do things that maybe are not that fun for me because I want to do this thing. I hate editing videos. If I could never edit a video again, sign me up. But I love filming and I love connecting and I love producing these videos. I love watching videos. So I'm willing to take a few hours out of my week to edit so that I can do the things that really, really fuel me. So chapter 2 is all about habits. When you're building your dream life, you're going to want to focus on 5 areas, 5 habits that are going to be the building blocks and the foundation for all of the steps that you're going to take to build that dream life. The first one is something that keeps you healthy. You're going to focus on your fitness and your nutrition. And this is not about looking a certain way. This is about making sure that your body is in tip-top shape to accomplish all of those goals and all of those things you're working towards. So first you need to find a way to get moving, but you want to find a way to get moving that you actually enjoy. I used to do HIIT classes all the time. I didn't enjoy that. I was tortured by it. I would dread my workout for days. That is not the right way to move your body. You should not be doing something that you hate doing. Try out a bunch of different exercises. I have tried so many workouts, and what I found is what works for me. I love to walk on my treadmill. I don't love to walk outside. I live in Arkansas. It's so humid here. I do not like to feel like I'm walking through soup. So I like to walk on my treadmill and watch YouTube videos. Working out is so important, not only for your bodily health, but for your mental health, for having balance, for reducing cortisol. There are so many benefits to moving your body every day. So find an activity that gets you moving. Maybe you like dancing around your living room. Have a Taylor Swift dance party and then set yourself up to do that 5 days a week. How you're going to do it? You're going to add it into your calendar just like you would if you were meeting with a coworker or you needed a contractor to come to your house. Schedule that in with yourself and make that a date that you don't cancel. Second, you want to find a habit that makes you happy. This has to be something you are not making money off of. So if you love painting but you start selling your paintings, that's not your hobby anymore. Anything that has something attached to it that is a measurable metric, don't use that. I'm learning Finnish. I'm not learning Finnish for any business or any reason other than I love to go to Finland. I would love to be able to speak the language. So I'm learning Finnish. I'm learning it so slowly. I've been on beginner for such a long time, but because there's nothing attached to it, there's no timeline, there's no deadline, there's no meeting or reason I have to know how to speak Finnish. I get to just enjoy it. I get to have fun with it. I get to play around with it. I just learned the word for nice. So when I'm hearing Taylor Swift Bejeweled, instead of saying nice, I say mukava. It's just fun. Have to find a hobby that is just there for your own personal entertainment and joy. Third, you want to find something that is going to feed your mind. You want to always be learning. And those can kind of overlap. My Finnish lessons, I'm learning, absolutely. Last Saturday, I took a 6-hour course on UGC. I'm a UGC creator, and I took a course on how to level up in that business and how to better organize yourself in new processes that I had never heard of. And it was so fascinating. I learned so much. You want to make sure that you're always feeding your mind. Your mind is your most valuable asset. So find a way to learn something every week. And this doesn't have to cost you any money. There's so many videos on YouTube that will teach you different skill sets, or a TED Talk will teach you a new mindset. There's books at the library, self-help books. There's so many ways to feed your mind. You want to make sure that you're spending time on that every single week. Next is your wallet. You want a career that makes you feel excited to be at work. I have talked to so many girls. I used to be this girl. Don't be this girl anymore. If you take one thing from this video, it is that you are breaking up with the idea that you have to be miserable at work. If you hate your job, there is absolutely something else you could be doing to replace that money. I'm not talking about being irresponsible and deciding one day, oh, I don't like this anymore, I'm quitting, and just not thinking about your bills. You have to have money to sustain yourself, but there is absolutely no reason to be working at a job that you hate. I worked at a job I hated for so long, and now I look back and go, what was wrong with me? Why would I be doing that? Find a career that you really, really love. And if you're not passionate about any specific sector of jobs, then think about what you really, really value. Maybe you really value making people feel seen. Maybe you really value making people more confident or more beautiful. There's so many jobs that could apply to that. Find a job that in some way feeds you. Start by taking a personality test and a career test. See what your skill sets are suited to. You could even do a SWOT analysis. I know Tam Core talks about doing a SWOT analysis on yourself. Analyzing what your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats are is a great way to narrow down what kind of career field you want. You can find so many different ways to see value and provide value and create good in this world through so many different careers. And lastly, you want to find something that feeds your soul. This can be therapy. It can be deep, meaningful conversation. It could be a church experience. It could be listening to worship music. It could be meditating. Your mental health is so important. And it's something that I notice particularly women who are trying to build their dream life are in kind of this hustle mindset of working really hard to build something, that we will neglect our soul and our spiritual care. You have to be catering and loving and prioritizing your mental health and your spiritual care. Maybe every Sunday you take a bath with some magnesium flakes in it and it's soothing to you. Maybe during that time you listen to some kind of worship music, meditation music, a music that really calms your soul, gives you space to breathe and think. Whatever it is, make sure you're taking time every single week to care for your soul. Okay, so now you have your notebook, you've written out the 5 habits that are going to be the foundation of you building your dream life. Now what? Starting a new habit is hard, and part of that's because it may not naturally pop into your mind. If you're not used to meditating, it's very easy to roll out of bed, start getting ready, get caught up in making breakfast and going to work or whatever it is that you have on your agenda that day, and just completely forget that you intended to meditate. What I do anytime I'm trying to start a new habit, I set alarms for it. When I was trying to drink more water, I would set an alarm for 15 minutes after I woke up, and that alarm was to go fill up my water bottle. Then I would set an alarm for another 2 hours after that to refill my water bottle. Set alarms. Don't worry about it being annoying. It might be annoying for the first few days, but you need something that's going to spark that habit. Another method of doing this would be habit stacking. They talk about that in Atomic Habits. There's also a really great creator on TikTok called Shelby Sacco, and she talks about habit stacking. If you plan to work out every day when you get home from work, then maybe right next to where you take off your work shoes, you put your gym shoes, and that'll signal to your brain, okay, I've just taken off my work shoes, now let me go ahead and put my gym shoes on and go do my workout. Is you want to be triggering your mind to remember these habits until they become second nature. At some point, somebody was reminding you to brush your teeth every day, or somebody even had to remind you that you have to go to the bathroom. Somebody reminded you, oh, it's time to potty. Just like you had to learn those habits when you were a little kid and now you never even have to think about them. That's how building a new habit is. And you have to give yourself grace, but you also have to do the work to set yourself up for success. And for me, the best way to do that is set an alarm. I titled the alarm with exactly my activity. The alarm is a fun song for me. I have Golden Hour. I have a Billie Eilish alarm. Make it fun, but remind yourself of what you're working towards. And pretty soon it will become second nature, and you will be able to take away the meditation alarm, take away the drinking water alarm, take away my workout alarm, because it's second nature. You're already doing it. Next is your health. You cannot have a thriving dream life if you are not healthy. Nobody wants to feel ill. Nobody wants to feel like they're not their best self. Nobody wants to feel ugly. First is your water intake. Figure out how to hit enough water. A good rule of thumb that my doctor has shared with me is to drink half your body weight in ounces every day. I was never drinking enough water until I found a cup I really enjoy. I have the Simple Modern Trek tumbler. This is $30 on Amazon. It's not a huge investment, but water is absolutely essential to your health. If you have a water bottle that you already really enjoy, keep using that, but make an effort to drink half your body weight in ounces every single day. Your nails are going to look better, your skin's going to look better, your brain's going to think faster, you're going to sleep better. The benefits of drinking water are endless, and they're so important for building your dream life, because dehydration will make everything in your life feel harder. Second is to learn a little bit about nutrition. There are so many resources on the internet. Make sure you're watching a doctor or a certified dietitian or nutritionist. Get a few different opinions. Don't listen to the first person you hear on TikTok. And I would encourage, don't do anything that's super drastic. Unless you know you have an allergy or an intolerance to something, you probably don't need to be cutting out entire food groups. I would stay away from anything that is not sustainable for the rest of your life, and that includes if it just doesn't feel good. A good rule of thumb to start is to make sure you're getting fruit, veg, protein, and a fat at every single meal. It can be as simple as that. And last on your health is sleep. When I started researching what the effects of getting too little sleep are, I was blown away. Missing a full night of sleep can affect your hormones for 3 days. Everybody's body is different. Everybody needs a different amount of sleep. I think a really good rule of thumb is to aim for 7 hours, but a big part of getting good sleep is having good sleep hygiene. So find sheets that are cozy and comfy for you. Find the temperature at which you're most comfortable to sleep. Invest in good quality pillows. This is something I've recently done in the last 2 months, and it's made the world of difference. If you are sensitive to light, sleep with a sleep mask on. You cannot build your dream life if you are in a sleep deficit. Next up is your confidence and your beauty. This one's going to be a quick one. First up is confidence. I don't like the term affirmation. Something about that just doesn't resonate for me. But find something that you believe to be true about yourself or that you want to be true about yourself and start making a habit of saying it in the mirror every time you pass the mirror. You're going to feel ridiculous. You're going to feel cringy at first. But start saying it every time you go to the bathroom, every time you walk by a mirror in public, every time you walk by a mirror in your house. Start telling yourself the qualities that you want to see in yourself. So for me, every time I walk by a mirror, I say, you are wonderful and wise in all of the good things. I value wisdom. I want to be a wise person. I want to be a wonderful person that makes people feel good about themselves. I want to be all the good things. I want to be a fun friend to drink a matcha with. I want to be a fun wife to have new adventures with. I want to be the friend that listens well and that you can call on the best days of your life and on the worst days of your life. So when I walk by the mirror, I say, you are wonderful and wise in all the good things. And you know what? As the more I said it, the more I started making sure my actions aligned to it. When I was doing an action that didn't contribute to my wisdom, I would say, wait, if you're a wise person, would a wise person be doing this? And if the answer is no, it started to feel icky to do. And I was able to let go of those habits because it just didn't align with who I was. I'm wonderful and wise. I can't do an unwise activity. And not only are you going to start believing that about yourself, but you're going to start living up to it. Second, on your confidence journey, if you are going on social media and seeing people that look nothing like you and they're making you feel bad about yourself, you need to unfollow them. You need to start following people that look like you. You need to start following that girl that has freckles if you're insecure about your freckles. I used to be so insecure about how I'm a large and bigger woman because my mom and so many of my friends are really, really petite people. I started following curvy women. Now I go, oh my gosh, that woman's body is shaped like a goddess. I love how she looks. We naturally compare ourselves to others. As much as you shouldn't, we naturally do. So start following women that you think are beautiful, that share some traits that you have, and start reminding yourself every time you see them, ooh, I love how thick her thighs are. I have thick thighs. They're beautiful too. It will absolutely change the way you see yourself. If you're looking at people that look nothing like you and thinking, they're so pretty, I wish I could look that way, you don't look that way. Follow people that look like you, that are gorgeous in the same way that you are. Everybody has something gorgeous about them. Find the thing that makes you feel the most confident and beautiful in yourself. Start following people that have that. Start reminding yourself through your social media, through your daily consumption of media, that what you have is beautiful and special and unique. You're going to start feeling yourself. You're going to start going, oh, she's cute. I have very big thighs. And when I was following a bunch of really, really thin women, I would go, oh, I wish I could wear those kind of pants. Those kind of pants wouldn't fit me. I started following Megan Thee Stallion. She has thick thighs. And I see her wearing outfits. I go, oh my gosh, I bet that would look great on me. And I'm able to buy pants that way, feel great about my body. I look at her, she's gorgeous. I look at me, I have those same thighs, gorgeous. Start following people that look like you and make you feel confident. Speaking of buying pants that fit Megan Thee Stallion, find your personal style. Don't go with trends. This does not have to be massively expensive. What I did was quite expensive initially, but it was a one-time investment. You can do it a different way. There's so many different ways to do this. What I did, I ordered a bunch of different styles of clothing off of Amazon. I ordered everything from cargo pants and Y2K like tie tops, classic luxury. I ordered business casual. I ordered so many different outfits. I tried them on. I looked in the mirror. I decided what made me feel my most confident, what made me feel the best, and then I returned all the rest. I started slowly building my wardrobe. This is not one of those things where you go and throw away everything in your closet. Unless you have the financial means to do so, don't do that. But I promise you that if you buy a top that feels very flattering on you, a top that makes you feel wonderful, one of the pairs of pants in your closet, you can pair with it, and then boom, you have an outfit that makes you feel powerful and ready to take on the world. Don't wear things that make you feel bad about yourself. Started dressing in a way that made me feel beautiful. I started presenting myself when I was out in public as a person who felt beautiful and confident, and the way people treated me changed, the way I felt about me changed. It made such a difference, and it opened so many doors because I felt worthy of having opportunities given to me. The opportunities came. And then lastly, in the beauty category, we're going to talk about some maintenance things. SPF is non-negotiable. You need to be wearing sunscreen. I'm not a dermatologist, but I was recently on a dermatologist page on TikTok, and she said the funniest thing, but I think it's a great thing to remember. She said your skincare should start at your hairline and end at your nipples. So this part of you needs to have sunscreen on it. Your hands need to have sunscreen on them. It is important for your health. It is important for your beauty. Sunscreen every single day. Even if you don't plan on leaving your house, I recently learned that the UV rays that come out of a TV and come out of your computer, sunscreen can block those too. Sunscreen every single day. Gua sha and dry brush for lymphatic drainage will change the shape of your face, will make your skin so smooth. It releases tension. It's like giving yourself a massage. Very important. Magnesium soaks somewhat frequently. I do not love baths, but I soak my body in magnesium at minimum once a month. Finding a skincare routine that works for your skin and is sustainable for you. I am not a girl that can do a 10-step skincare routine, so I found a 3-step one that works for me, and I maintain it. I do it every single night. Make that commitment to yourself. Same with your hair. Make sure you're doing a hair mask or an oil treatment once a week. Make sure that you're keeping your nails tidy. Give them some attention once a week, and make sure you're exfoliating your skin once a week. It will remind you you're worthy of being cared for. It will set you up for looking and feeling your best, and you're going to present yourself with more confidence because you're going to feel beautiful. Chapter 7 is mindset. Mindset will dictate almost everything. If you're in a scarcity mindset, or a low confidence mindset, or a mindset that the universe owes you something, start working on that right away. A good way to change your mindset is through shadow work. Another good way is through meditation. Another good way is through therapy. Your mindset needs to be, I am capable of building my dream life. When I walk into the room, I have a commanding presence. People naturally like me, and I care for people and make them feel seen and special. Shift the narrative that you have about your experience in life. And this part can be super tough. That's why I recommend going to therapy. I think you can work through a lot of hangups and limiting beliefs in that. I'm going to make another video all about limiting beliefs, but the questions to ask yourself is this serving me? Whatever the message that you're constantly telling yourself, is that serving me? Is this my ideal? You're writing out your ideal day. Does whatever thought that you're feeding yourself feed into your ideal day? I used to tell myself all the time, you have to work hard. You have to work so hard. You have to hustle to get the dream life. But I want to live a life where I'm not anxious and I'm not stressed, and I have time to spend on hobbies and travel and relationships. I don't want to hustle. That doesn't align with my ideal. So I shifted my mindset, and I started telling myself, you know what? I don't have to trade my time for money. I can find ways to make that money in less time. I can find ways to create passive income. That was a mindset shift. When I was feeling like I just couldn't lose weight, I would always be telling people, I've tried everything to lose weight. I've gone to medical weight loss, which is true. I went to medical weight loss. I've seen 16 doctors about my weight. I can't lose weight. And I wasn't losing weight. That's true. And then I started changing the narrative, and I said, I can feel healthier. And I started doing things that made me feel healthier, and naturally weight started falling off. I'm still in that process. This is not necessarily my most perfect version of my body, but every day my body is getting closer and closer to that. Every day I feel more confident. Every day I feel more sexy. Every day I feel more beautiful. And that's because I changed that narrative. I said, I can do something every day to make myself feel healthier. The other two questions with mindset: what do I value? I have a friend who has always dreamed of being married with 2 kids, owning a house in the suburbs, and working her desk job. She loves her job. She's great at it and she loves it, and that's her dream. That is not my dream, but that is her dream, and that is exactly what she's doing, and she feels so happy about it. She is working every single day towards that life that she dreams of. What do you value? And last, what do you enjoy? Life is not supposed to be all about working. What do you enjoy? Make sure you're doing something you enjoy. Try to aim for it every day. Every single day, my husband and I will lay in bed, we cast our phones onto the TV, and we show each other TikToks. It is so funny. Our algorithms are so different, and it's just such a great way to share with each other things that made us laugh or things we thought were really cool. Find things that you enjoy and make sure you add something into each and every day. Okay, so we've gone through how all the building blocks of building your dream life. I'm going to make in-depth videos about some of these specific topics like confidence, like shadow work and limiting beliefs. All of those things are coming. I will be making videos about them. But first, I'm going to give you some homework. First, you're going to sit down. You're going to write out what your ideal Monday is, what your ideal Wednesday is, and what your ideal weekend is. You can fill in the rest of the days of the week later, but right now I want you to sit down and write, what are you wearing? What do you look like? How do you move your body? What does your body feel like? What do you do for money? Who are you hanging out with? What are you eating? I want you to get in the nitty gritty. What's your house look like? Write it down. It's going to give you a clear vision. You're going to take that list. You're going to go onto Pinterest and you're going to pin images that look like your list. It's going to give you an even more clear vision of what it is that you're working towards. Third, you're going to narrow that down even further. You're going to write out your top 5, the habits. You're going to get super specific. I am a person who goes for a walk every single day. I am a person who makes X amount of dollars a year doing this job. Take your 5, write them down, and write a very clear sentence in the present tense. I am. Then you're going to take the first step. I want you to do this today. Book your workout, book your therapist, find the video that's going to teach you a new skill. Maybe it's a Jay Shetty podcast. Identify one mentor that you can reach out to this week. If you want to start a new business, decide that you're going to name your new business this week and you're going to start an Instagram or a TikTok for it. You don't have to post anything. You're just going to start those accounts. You're going to take the first step in each of the areas of your life to start building out your dream life. And because I want you to feel confident in how you're doing that, there's going to be a checklist below of all of the things that you're going to do this week to get started on building your dream life. You're going to take the first step and the second step will be that much easier. The third one will be even easier than that. And pretty soon you are going to be living your dream life, and it's not going to be next year. It's not going to be 5 years from now. Dream life is going to start coming into fruition this week. And next week you're going to be even closer to it. And at the end of the year, you're going to look back and go, wow, I just spent the last 5 months building my dream life, and I am in such an incredible place. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was valuable to you, because I started small, but I started consistently, and you can too. And I know that we're going to end this year together in the best way. It's going to be incredible. I'm so excited for you. And until next time, I will see you next time. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Bye guys.